Hi there everybody and welcome to my video today. I've been on a brief break just from life being pretty hectic, so I apologize if you were waiting for content from me. I've said in the past that I do a video or two every weekend, but wow. Life has been busy and February has flown by and March is around the corner, and I really wanted to show off another small business today. You can kind of see all of the exciting stuff in my hands here, and I really wanted to showcase a candle business. I am immensely passionate about candles and the atmosphere they set, and it is probably like one of my biggest home good obsessions, and for anybody else out there who is just as obsessed with candles and all of the wonderful vibes they create, this video is for you. And if you enjoy my kind of content, please leave me a like and a comment, or let me know how I can improve at all. I really want to get better at this whole content creation stuff, and also just continue doing stuff I'm passionate about. So today it's candles, not only that, but a small candle business. And I'm just going to go into a bit of detail about what my recent package from this company contained, and kind of where you can go to get similar stuff and all of that, just giving them a general spotlight for their awesome business. So I've got a few things in my hands, so I'm gonna have to juggle a little bit. I will put these down. Well, actually, no, I'm gonna do this. I'll put these down first, and I'm gonna show you the beautiful pieces that came with this order. So this is a company called Firelight Candle Company. I first found them on Instagram, as I mostly find a lot of my different businesses as of late, and I've been following them for a while, since the owner transitioned from being a part-time candle maker to now it's their full-time job, which is really cool, that they are able to support themselves doing something they're really passionate about. And their general premise, I do have some material here to show. Their general premise is that they create candles that you know, ruminate an atmosphere of a lot of different Dungeons and Dragons scenarios, and then they've branched out into all sorts of other areas, fantasy based, so also Middle Earth as well, which is here. I hope you can read it, because I don't know, they look really cool, and I'm dropping stuff already. We're doing great. There we go. I think I'll keep that in. Why not? It's funny. So I was first attracted to it for the Dungeons and Dragons element. I'm a huge Dungeons and Dragons player. I have done some dungeon mastering over the years, but I just always get pulled back into it. It's such a fun hobby. As someone who you did a lot of acting in my youth, and I'd love to get back into it, but that's beside the point. And combining my love of that with fiction and fantasy and writing is just such a really cool concept. So I've been really interested in it for a long time, and actually my work in progress, one of the things I was inspired by was Dungeons and Dragons, that kind of fantasy medieval era, just kind of like the general setting. Hopefully when I can get some stuff out to you guys, when it is hopefully available for you to put in your hands, or if I do some kind of various different sneak peeks before launch, you'll also be able to see that. So actually I went looking to get some candles to match my work in progress novel, which, as I mentioned before, it's got elements of fantasy in it, but it's also a mystery novel. And I went for a couple of different candle samples that the company offers, and I joined their VIP candle club, which was awesome. They send me emails about different scents that they're making, or any promotions. People in the VIP candle club get them ahead of time, and I was able to get a free sample set of candles, which included 4, but the lovely people at Firelight Candles sent me like 3 extras, so I got 7 tea lights for free. I just had to pay for shipping, which was $10, which really wasn't bad. And then on top of all that, I got some lovely little materials, so it's various things about candle care, which is really cool, because yeah, it's difficult to remember how to keep your candles not smelling like they're basically a fireplace. I like the reminder. So these are awesome. Little cards there, and something that was really awesome, oh my gosh, was this beautiful scroll that was included. So, and it all rhymes. It's a poem called The Potioneer, and it's amazing. You know what? I'll read it to you all. Why not? I'll tell you a secret, but you must keep this quiet. Never tell anyone. No, not a soul. I'll tell you a secret if you promise to hide it. I'm sure that you can help me accomplish my goal. You see, I make potions that do magic things. You can fly, you can glide, you can laugh, you can sing. If your heart is broken, I'll mend it up quick. I can make you smile, just take your pick. Now what I need to make is special, you see. Would you, could you, will you please help me? We'll just add 2 moonflowers, 3 teaspoons of tears, 1 cup of laughter, and 5 sun-filled years. Stir it together and heat it up hot. It makes never-ending friendship. Well, that we've already got. So cool. And obviously just like the detailing on it, it's like literally like an old scroll, and this was all kind of sealed up. It was amazing. So thank you for including that. I feel like that is actually the level of care that goes into every order. I was just so floored because I was just getting some free tea lights that I paid shipping for. And then all of a sudden I had all of this wonderful extra stuff and the extra tea lights, which I'll go into a little bit more in a second. And that just fell on the floor. Never mind. I'll come back to it in a moment. I also got this beautiful card where the owner in this case wrote me a little note in handwriting, handwritten note. The card looks awesome and like super dated and parchment-like. I love it. Just a very much, a thank you for joining the candle club. And I'm just like, this level of personal connection with things that you buy and people that create them is so cool. The novelty will never wear off for me. It could be anything that I purchase, from these candles to actually I'm wearing a small business's hoodie, which I'll be doing a video on. It depends on which order I release them in. But if I have released it, then you can go check it out. I'll put it in my little, hopefully some kind of box over here or maybe over here in the top of the video, wherever it'll go. But if not, then you'll see it. And it's just so cool, like the level of personality and everything, this included. So, oh my gosh, there are like so many candles. I can't really hold them in my hands. So here, as I said, the original reason I went for this specific company was due to their Dungeons and Dragons leaning. So in this kind of batch, I also got an extra candle, but I've already started burning it in my bedroom. So they don't look as beautiful and as shiny and new as these ones do. So I'm just going to showcase these 6. And the one in my room is wonderful as well. That one is the City of Elves, which smells like Rivendell from Lord of the Rings. And it's exactly what I imagined Rivendell to smell like. Just kind of magical and floral. Oh, so beautiful. So I'm going to start off with my RPG Dungeons and Dragons candles. Let me just juggle these around. Oh my gosh, why didn't I get born with bigger hands, I swear. So this one here is Dark Forest. I know it sounds really silly, but it smells like what you'd imagine if you're walking into some kind of dark, maybe even cursed woodland. It just smells like kind of so fresh and earthy at the same time. It's a really cool combination, and I can definitely see this being awesome for setting some atmosphere while I'm writing some scenes later in my novel. Very cool, because there's a lot of nature and stuff that I want to delve into for that. I need somewhere to put these. They're gonna go behind me. This one is Dungeon Delve. Ta-da! And as that one sounds, again, it's like you're going underground. So there's like that level of, I guess, subterranean about it. But it's also got like a nice fresh note. To me, it kind of smells like, oh my gosh, it smells like so many beautiful things. Kind of smells like nice clothes and various like plants and things. Probably like growing from like in the walls of this dungeon underground. Really awesome, must say. This one, Rustic Tavern. This was one that caught my eye immediately, and I really want to get a full-size version of it. It literally smells like, if you've been into old, I don't know if it's just maybe an English thing in me, but if you've been into old pubs, the nice ones, not like the really kind of sketchy, not very nice ones, it smells exactly what they smell like, kind of like you've got history in every ounce of that place, and kind of leather and just kind of really rustic like stuff just that's everywhere and it's just permeating. This smells like a really nice version of an old pub that I remember going into a few times when I was back in England, and it's amazing. And again, like with my novel being very much influenced by D&D, I have multiple taverns actually, and this one in particular is one that my main character frequents, so I definitely wanted something to set the scene for that, and this just like blew it out of the water, so very happy with it. Let's put this down here. Oh yeah, Ancient Library. Oh my See, the thing with like library-based candles, obviously they have like that book kind of smell, and that is definitely here, but its main notes aren't of books, which I really like, because otherwise it's like, oh, I want to buy a book like smelling candle. It can get pretty overwhelming after a while, and also everyone does that. It's got like that kind of note in there of old books, which is awesome, but on top of it, it's kind of a little bit perfumey. Kind of probably the people that are in this ancient library and the like scholars and stuff that are frequenting it, the wizards, the wonderful magical people. And this one was inspired, I wanted to grab it because there's a big library in my novel that my main character is very attached to. And so I wanted to really kind of get into his headspace of like what he would smell when he goes in there. And this really kind of nails it. The only thing missing from it, of my library that I would like, but I mean, honestly, it's not a big problem, is coffee, because like, I mean, coffee, books, just kind of this smell of magic and like the magic of knowledge and all of that kind of stuff. Add some coffee in there. Beautiful. Also fantastic. So those are all of my RPG candle samples I got, which are so cool. And I think because I had them on my palm, they kind of started to melt a little bit because apparently my hands are hotter than I thought. But anyway, I have these two, and then as I said, I've got another one in my room of the Lord of the Rings Middle-earth collection. This one here is halflings and pipeweed, and it smells as you'd imagine. It's got that very smoky kind of smell to it, which is really nice, which I like in a candle personally. It just makes me feel super cozy. But it also smells like meadows and flowers, and it just smells like the Shire with someone sat beside me smoking a pipe. Really cool. Oh my gosh. That one. And Land of Shadow. As you can probably imagine, this has got a really moody scent. So again, this is kind of like Mordor. It doesn't have like the complete like fire and brimstone smell to it that you might assume for a not Middle Earth, for a Mordor candle. It has that element. It's a very deep scent. It's very kind of like, there's like loads of different candle phrases. All I know, it's very deep. It's got a little bit of musk in it, a little bit of ozone on the top. Oh my gosh, but it just smells like I could basically eat all of the candles. I won't though, I know that's very unhealthy. But yeah, this also is just so like moody and kind of, it's almost oppressive, but it has a nice brightness to it that means it wouldn't be too intense. Because I love candles that set moods and set atmospheres, but sometimes like if you get one that is just like, for example, Land of Shadow, and if I think like in my brain, like fires being set and then armor and weapons being crafted, that kind of smell would be a little bit oppressive. Very cool, but very oppressive after a while. So this one's got a really nice freshness to it that gives me the same atmosphere without overwhelming my senses on it. So good. And yeah, that is actually, as I said, I don't have the other one to hand right now, but I'm just like so grateful to, as ever, small businesses that provide these kinds of wonderful things that you just think of randomly. And like I was sat writing the other day and I thought it'd be so cool if I could get a candle that would fit my work in progress novel. Because I'm very kind of sensory orientated, and there's a few different writing exercises I want to bring to the channel, which will go over sensory writing and kind of really using your not only sight, but the rest of your senses that you don't probably think about too often. You know, not only smell, but taste, touch, and just kind of really and obviously hearing, sound, and kind of completely immersing yourself in them, and it can really do wonders for what you're writing, as if you're obviously in your character's place, which is what you want, because you want your reader to feel like that. Number one tip of the day that completely came out of nowhere in my brain. And with these kinds of candles and small businesses that cater to it, I can actually, that is a dream that can come true. It's not just something I think, oh, that'd be so cool if that existed. It does exist. It exists in Firelight Candle Company, and all of you should definitely go check it out. I've got a link in the description for the company, and just a massive thank you again to them for just giving me those extra candles, and I ordered 4. So cool. You don't get that by shopping with big business. They don't just randomly give you like actual extra things in your order, and they don't handwrite you notes and say thank you personally. It's just got a such like lovely level of personable kind of interaction, and you can know you've genuinely made someone's day by shopping at a small business, which is really cool for me. So again, I will be a broken record on this. If you like the video, please give it a like. Comment if you have any suggestions for other businesses I should try, if anything you found recently that's really cool. I'd love to give them a spotlight and shout them out and get something from them to support them in this crazy big business world. And of course, if you like my channel in general, I would really appreciate a subscribe, because it helps me in my journey of trying to improve this channel and reach more people with not only my writing tips, my book recommendations and reviews, but also kind of everything else I have planned with my writing of my novel, and kind of really bringing a lot more to you over at home. So I hope you have a great day, whatever time of day it is for you, morning, afternoon, or night, and I will catch you shortly.